Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a little bit of a channel update on some stuff that I have been working on. Kind of a slow process, but I've been making steadily some progress with Test of Honor stuff. I put everything on the table here. You can't really see everything because I've got like 3 different tree setups here that that I have done. I've talked about them on the channel before. I made the trunks and the trees themselves with wire and used flock essentially and horsehair as a foundation over the flock, under the flock. And so kind of a traditional method to make trees. They take a long time, but I think they do come out really nice. And so I've done red maple trees, or Japanese red maple trees. I'm going to be doing some cherry blossoms in the future, maybe some smaller ones as well. And then I'll mix in some green trees too, just because I know these are the unique ones, but there's plenty of just normal green trees and Japanese scenery, if not majority. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little display at the beginning of, that's these miniatures right here that I've done. These ones are the ones that I just worked on. These ones I did years ago, and I meant to really emulate those because I really did want them to be, even though I am trying to do some test games with friends, just to be able to show them the game, and they look essentially the same. They're the same army. I'm going to identify them, create 2 war bands and sort of or little starter factions just to play the starter game with folks and just to be able to show them the game. I think I have plenty to do that here with. One of the things that I didn't realize, because I have a lot of Test Honor stuff unpainted, is that I am severely lacking in 3 base spearmen, which I think it'd be helpful to have another one of those. Even just for when I play this army, there are times when you may want to take 2 of those, and so I do have to get that, but I have so much stuff to paint and to use, as you'll see ahead, the next one I'm going to do for this project, that I don't think that I will rush into that anytime soon. Anyways, happy with the way the house came out and the way these guys came out. I mean, it's a fairly simple paint job, but I think that sometimes I worry if I didn't document what I did years ago, whether or not how different or similar it's going to look. And I think they blend quite well. This particular time, I used not only the Test of Honor 2 miniatures that are by Footsore, but there is another, and you can get them on the Footsore website, or the Test of Honor website, I should say, too. They made some Warring Clans minis, which I believe were a separately sculpted group. They size very well together, but this samurai that has a bow, and I believe it's called a Yumi, comes from that. He's sort of my favorite miniature, even though I don't know how practical it'll be to have a samurai. For those that play, maybe Josh can chime in and see what their thoughts are, but maybe having 5 dice, because the samurai is one of the advantages, you get more dice when you're attacking and various things. Maybe having shooting with a lot more dice will be pretty deadly. And he does have katanas on him as well. And so I suppose he could get into melee combat, depending on the card and the rules. I also have a samurai with a kanabo, which is a big club. Metal studs on the club. Very cool, interesting change, from having... I have 2 samurais that I painted earlier that came with the Test of Honor Samurai Warband set, I think it's called. It's the basic set, but there are, let's see, where are they? You have this guy here, which I mistakenly in my videos years ago called him a samurai, but I believe he's a sergeant. And then you have the samurai next to him with the katana right here. But then over here, I have to the right of these spearmen another samurai that you can't see as well because he's being covered by some of these other folks, but he's right here. He's got that sword there, you can see, and he's also a samurai. So I've got 4 samurais painted. I think that compared to some of the... I played years ago, before I played recently, a game with Josh. I played years ago a test game that was a bit more sparse. The table was a bit more sparse than what Josh had put together, which was nicer. It was somebody, when Test of Honor 1 came out, a friend did this when he just got everything, and we, played a very sparse tabled game. But I think with what I have here already, I can get a little kind of the starter scenario going with some friends, just to sort of work through the rules and play it. And it'll be fun. Lastly, I don't know that I'm going to paint this one next. I'm still kind of deciding. In some ways, because I've got the bug, I want to just go ahead and do another Test of Honor thing. But I've also got, I don't think I'll get it done. I've got a game end of next week of Adeptus Titanicus, and I do want to get my Warlord painted. And so I'm thinking I may do that, and then go right back to Test of Honor before going to Dark Ages again. I have this one here, the Ashigaru Scouts. And so I have a number of boxes to paint of miniatures and a number of blister packs still for Test of Honor. And this one I'm thinking will be fun, just to keep the color scheme going that I'm doing a bit, to paint more Ashigaru and another Samurai. It'll be my first Samurai on horseback, and then I've got the Ashigaru here. I think he might be a bit of a sergeant or a leader, if I remember in the rules. I have to see for the Ashigaru. But these are scouts that have katanas, or they look to be katanas, that look really cool. And there's another guy here that looks a little bit different. He's running. He doesn't have the Ashigaru hat on, but he's got his kind of blade out as well. So I have to look at these cards to see exactly who they are. I've not delved into it. It probably just says right on the back here. It's like Captain Hiroji leads his scouting force to patrol the border and drive off enemy clan forces. They don't get into the specific miniatures in that little description, but one thing that's very cool about this, I like plastic horses, and the recent box I'd gotten, other than this, has 3 cavalry figures or leaders on horseback. They're all plastic horses. This is a metal horse. This is all metal, which I think is really neat. This seems to be a really nice kit, and so I am looking forward to painting this one up next. Anyways, I am hoping to do some bat reps for Test of Honor on the channel in the future. I'm kind of adopting this game as content for the channel alongside other things. And I hope you enjoy these and are having a good one. And we will actually have here on this channel Musty Wargamers this week. It's going to be kind of a cool one. It's a topic about why Wargamers choose the rule sets they do, which is really piggybacking off Nick from Medieval Wargamers' video that he did a couple of weeks ago with the same sort of title and content. We kind of like that video, and so we are kind of addressing it as well. And so hope to see you guys there this Thursday, typical time. And I always put that in the Facebook group as well. Talk to you guys later.